Hello students, I am going to discuss dimension. First of all, what is dimension? The power raised on basic units. To write derived unit in terms of basic units is called dimension. Second is uses of dimension. With the help of dimension, we can convert one unit system into another unit system. With the help of dimension, we can check whether the formula is correct or not. And we can also derive the formula with the help of dimension. So let's take a look that how can we check whether the formula is correct or not. There is a question. Supposed we have to check that this equation this equation is correct or not. S equals to ut plus half at square, where symbols are their usual meanings. So first of all, I am writing the dimension of all the quantities, like dimension of distance is L, dimension of speed is Lt minus 1, dimension of acceleration is Lt minus 2, and dimension of time is capital T. So now put all these values in the above equation, and on solving we get this equation. So as we can see in this term, L is single power and the power of T is minus 1 here, and here is plus 1. So the total power is 0. Similarly, in this term, the power of L is 1 and the power of T is minus 2, and here the power of T is plus 2. So again the whole power of T will be 0. So our last line will be L equals to L plus L. We will not add or subtract the dimensions. So as we can see that dimension of each term is equal. So we can say that left hand dimension is equals to right hand dimension. If LHD is equals to RHD, then we can say the formula is correct. And if left hand dimension is not equals to right hand dimension, then the formula will be incorrect. Next, how to derive the formula of with the help of dimensional method. So here is a question again. Time period of a simple pendulum depends on mass m of bob, length L of the pendulum, and acceleration due to gravity g. Derive the formula of time period with the help of dimensional method. So first of all, I am writing, as you can see, time period T proportional m, L, and g. It means time period depends on mass, length, and acceleration due to gravity. Now to remove this proportionality sign, we have to apply a constant. So T will be K, and I am applying the power of these above quantities m, a, L to the power b, and g to the power c. Now I am writing the dimension, as you can see, and put all these dimension in first equation. Then we get this line. Again, I am distributing power, as you can see that in this term. So L to the power c and T to the power will be minus 2c. So on combining the bracket, we get this line m to the power a, L to the power b here, and c here. So the total power will be b plus c and T to the power minus 2c. So now I am comparing these, I am comparing the power of both sides. So first of all, I am comparing the power of single digit, like m, as m has power only a, and on this side, on this side m is not present. It means this side the power of m is 0. So we can say a equals to 0. Similarly, here the power of t is minus 2c, minus 2c, and here we can see the power of t is 1. So it means minus 2c will be equals to 1, and that gives us c equals to minus 1 upon 2. Now I am comparing the power of L. So as you can see that the power of L is b plus c, and here L is not present. It means the power of L will be 0. So we can say that b plus c equals to 0, and as the value of c is minus 1 upon 2, so b equals to 1 upon 2. Now put all these value in first equation, and we get t equals to k m to the power 0, L to the power half, and g to the power minus 1 upon 2. So t equals to k m to the power 0, L to the power half as it is, and to convert the power of g positive, I am taking g in denominator. So the our formula become t equals to k, as the power of m is 0. So it means its value will be 1, and half power means under root. So the formula will be t equals to k under root L upon g.